My wife, our two dogs, and I made our second 3,000-mile road trip in our 2021 Tesla Model Y Performance, both times driving from Austin, Texas to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Electric vehicles have a reputation that they are not great cross-country road tripping cars. This may be true for a lot of EVs with limited range, especially those that aren't able to take advantage of a reliable charging network. However, from my experience, totaling 6,000 miles of cross-country driving in the last 18 months, I'm here to say that our Tesla Model Y could very well be the best road tripping car available today. Let's start with the pros. First, Tesla's Supercharging Network. To this date, Tesla's charging network is likely its greatest strength from a consumer adoption standpoint. This became more apparent as we encountered more and more 250 kilowatt chargers on our route. For every 2.5 to 3 hours of driving, we averaged 20 minutes of charging per stop. This meant that each time we stopped, used the restrooms, walked our dogs, and picked up a snack or a drink, the car was ready before we were. This rarely happened when we had a Tesla Model S 75D. However, with our Model Y, this happened all the time and dramatically rewires our brain in what to expect from an electric car. Second, Navigate on Autopilot is awesome. Navigate on Autopilot is Tesla's driver assist on highways, which can be programmed to allow the car to quote-unquote drive itself from on-ramp to off-ramp on the highways. And of course, the driver would still need to pay attention. The amount of fatigue this removes from a driver cannot be understated. Every time we arrived at a stop, we felt refreshed and ready to continue driving. In other cars without this feature, I would feel tense and tired after 5 to 6 hours of driving. Turns out that actively driving for hours on end is not a very easy thing to do, and the car reliably and safely taking over for a driver for large periods of time is both relaxing and safe, since we felt alert and prepared to take over at any point. As a point of reference, my wife and I drove a maximum of 1 hour for each 24 hours on the road. This driving was done mostly in city driving and road work on highways. Imagine doing a 24-hour drive where you would actively have to drive for only 1 hour. I hope everyone gets to experience this feeling, as it really points to how close we are to a self-driving car future. Next, the Model Y seats are spectacular. Part of the reason why we would arrive at our stops refreshed is also due to the Model Y seats. These are by far the most comfortable seats I've ever experienced in a car and are a killer feature for road trips. My back and butt always felt great, and if a seat can do that for 14 hours at a time, then that's a damn good seat. Ass approved. Next, the Model Y has a ton of room for anything you would need. I brought 2 dogs, a dog kennel, 3 carry-on suitcases, 3 pepper plants, 3 boxes, 4 blankets, a dog seat, a dog bed, a brother-in-law, and a wife. And we still had room to spare in the car for another suitcase or 2. For an SUV, the Model Y is capable of storing a ton of stuff due to its sizable frunk and its under-trunk space, which gives you a lot of flexibility to store whatever you may need. Next, dog mode is awesome for traveling with animals. There were a couple spots where we wanted to visit a restaurant while we let the dogs rest in the car, and being able to turn on dog mode was a great convenience for us and our dogs. This means that while the car is charging, we can run this mode and keep the car nice and comfortable for our furry friends, which also means the cabin will be at the perfect temperature when we arrive back to the car. Next, the sound system is a big underrated performer for long trips. Being stuck in a car for 14 hours at a time can get a little boring, even if you have the best partner in the world. I love you, baby. This is where the Model Y sound system shines, be it blasting your favorite 90s pop music, some Metallica, Gojira, Opeth, or the latest Joe Rogan podcast. This is another underrated feature that takes the Model Y's capabilities from very good to great. It's a special feeling during the 10th hour of driving when you hear your favorite song in crystal clear quality with punchy bass. And lastly, for the pros, auto wipers worked surprisingly well. We faced rain for a couple stretches in our drive, and one of the critiques I've seen in regards to Tesla is its weak auto wiper feature. I would have agreed with this sentiment for our first 3,000-mile road trip, where the wipers were indecisive. However, I noticed a significant improvement in the performance of the auto wipers on our latest drive, most likely due to software updates the car received between our first and second road trip. This is a testament to Tesla's ability to make the car better over time, completely breaking the paradigm of car ownership and needing to quote-unquote upgrade in order to take advantage of the latest features in a new car. Now let's go ahead and cover some cons. First, performance tires can get noisy and expensive. I would strongly recommend folks consider a non-performance Model Y if they're looking to do long drives. Although the performance model is super fun and will crush everything at a stoplight except another Tesla, the tires can get quite noisy on certain roads, especially those made out of concrete. In addition, if you get a nail or flat that can't be repaired, the stock tires cost $500 each. Since our ownership of the car, we've had 5, That's right, 5 flats due to nails and debris on the roads around Austin. Non-performance tires also tend to last longer and are cheaper to replace, so if you're not looking to embarrass folks at a stoplight, I would strongly consider a non-performance model if if you want to optimize for cost, comfort, and lowest road noise. Second, cup holders could be a bit bigger. America loves big drinks, Texas likes them even bigger. Although Tesla's cup holders typically do a good job, beware that they are not great for cups or containers that are large in size. For road trips, this can be a nuisance since you would need to carry these for an extended period of time or risk spilling a gigantic amount of liquid all over your car. Not a big deal, but something I would highlight as an inconvenience. And lastly, the auto high beam feature can be indecisive. Teslas are capable of automatically adjusting their headlights to switch from regular to high beams depending on oncoming traffic. I found the car sometimes being quite late in turning off its high beams for oncoming traffic, or the lights switching very quickly from on and off with cars in front of it. As I'm sure you know, there's few things on the road that can be as rage-inducing as someone blinding your sight, and our Model Y could benefit from further improvements in the auto high beam logic. So, to summarize, I strongly feel that the Model Y is the best road tripping car out there. The fact that our car got better from one road trip to the next due to faster charging being available, improvements to the auto wiping features, improvements to navigate on Autopilot, plus all its existing physical features makes this a no-brainer consideration for those that constantly drive long distances. I can't wait to continue taking road trips in our Model Y until what's likely to be the new greatest road tripping car out there. I wonder what this car is going to be. If you enjoyed the content, I'd love it if you give it a like. It helps the YouTube algorithm show this to more people. Thank you very much. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye-bye. Boom! Shakalaka laka.